Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. I'm just thinking, 6 a.m. and I almost sang a Matchbox 20 song there. It's 6 a.m. and I almost sang a Matchbox 20 song there. That's an LCD Sound System song. We're gonna demolish these walls. And we're going to do so because I'm going to be expanding. So we'll get our planning in order again. And then we'll do our clone tool. Because basically I want to let more people in, but unless they're in maximum security, we don't actually gain, or we can't actually take them in here without putting them in our holding cell, which is kind of stupid. It's our own fault because I've got probably a little bit too much maximum security space here, but that's okay. How are our informants doing? You know what? We'll just activate some more, see if we can learn something else. Because if there's ex-law enforcement, we want to know. We have another unit in solitary right now, I thought. Oh, I guess we can't really see him. That's okay. Now, we're hoping, above all else, what's my dream for today? An incident-free day at our prison. That might sound boring, but it makes us a buttload of money. So I'll just do planning again. Normally, I would actually just use the clone tool, but I figure, hey, why not? Better safe than sorry, right? So we'll make it, oh, what the heck. We'll make it way too big here. And then we're going to want a hallway like this. No, the hallway is going to be here. Okay, this is fine. Disregard this. All right, so our walls are going to be like here. And then we just need them to be cell-sized, which is 1, 2, 3, like this, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this would be like one more cell block right here, provided we have a hallway, which we would right here. Okay. So our foundation, I would say, should go this far out. That's a relatively small investment for us. And this will bring back another 20 cells. Yeah, I think adding 20 normal security cells at this point is a decent endeavor for us. Let's do it. We should build more fences as well, and maybe even perimeter walls, because, you know, historically we've been having kind of an issue with those so far, but let's just let our workmen handle this first, and we'll install, like, a staff door here so they can do their, well, they can do what they want to do. Please tell me that we're actually getting people through our program for workplace safety. 10 passed. Should you not have the opportunity to do stuff in your workshop now, like produce license plates, for example? Has anybody passed our carpentry program? No, because we haven't been running it, and nobody's interested. Beautiful. Maybe it's because we need to schedule more work. We just had a drug overdose? I thought I had a dog patrol down there. Well, that's what the program's for. If people would actually use it properly. We're definitely going to install our piping and stuff first. Now let me think about this, because we might be able to let in more prisoners tomorrow just to supplement our income, because we're losing $1,000 a day, which is not where we want to be. We have 31 normal inmates, 8 maximum security. So with 8 maximum security inmates, we have... Wait, why is my brain messed up here? That means out of 23 open spots, we have 15 normal security cells that we can open up. We're going to have 10 coming tomorrow. That seems perfect. So now that we have more workmen, I mean, part of the reason we have, we're making a lot less money is because we have way more staff, but the hope is that eventually this will pay for itself in exports, and our gardeners will be able to, you know, plant trees effectively. And that's perfect. Okay, first things first, we're going to install piping. Probably sound like a broken record at this point, but, you know, it is extremely important here. It's going to go up and down like that, and we'll make sure that... How have we gone so far without having electricity? Oh, we do have electricity here. It just doesn't show up in that water map mode, which makes a lot of sense. And we'll do it like that. That should handle it. Okay. We'll let them go. And then we'll just get our clone tool up in there, and it should be fine. Provided that they can actually, like, install jail doors where it's appropriate for them to install jail doors. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That is 3 spaces, right? That's 3 spaces. Okay. Alright. This could be very good for us. I'm just, again, what's our goal? An incident-free day at the prison. I can't believe those prisoners were either smart or lucky enough to, what is that sound? They were smart or lucky enough to actually get, out at, like, exactly the right point here where there was no secondary fence stopping them. We should do shakedowns probably a little bit more often. Or pay closer attention so maybe we can catch them in the process, but it's so hard to catch them when they're tunneling now. Which is good because tunneling used to be really easy to spot as long as you did shakedowns and stuff, but now it's kind of, it's almost on the other side where it's way, way too easy to tunnel out. Like if you had nighttime guards or something like that, they should be able to spot them and be like, hey, stop digging into that wall. But I guess the idea is that the prisoners are, you know, real sneaky about it, which makes an awful lot of sense. People are still getting fed. Canteen is still more than large enough. I don't think, as long as we only take in 16 max security prisoners at a time, which, you know, we don't really have a whole lot of control over, but we can manually take people with good reputations from maximum back to normal, I suppose, if necessary. Should be fine for now. We only have 8 maximum, yeah. And we can always buy another maximum security, like buy land down here and expand our maximum security wing. All right, this is all done. Let's get our clone tool set up. I am still really excited about the way that this prison is set up. We want no upper wall, just lower wall. Did I make this 1 block too small? I think I made it 1 block too small. No, we don't need the right wall. Okay. Yeah, that's where I messed that one up. Okay, this should work out. It looks like it's gonna work out. But we'll need to manually install the jail doors on the right side. That's fine by me. That makes an awful lot of sense. Just want to make sure I'm placing these properly because it's a pain in the butt if you place them wrong to get it sorted out in the future. Alright, so we place a manual wall up here, and then we start talking about installing jail doors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna be really expensive to buy all these furnishings, but this is where we start making our money back. And again, if things get really financially terrible, well, I'll just sell the prison and open up another one. Suck on that, taxpayers. We've already made 150 grand on this prison, which is pretty solid. I don't know what I would do if I started with $1 million in this game, though. I guess I would do the same thing that I did before. You know, not worry about the size, or not worry about actually taking in prisoners anytime soon and just build like 1,000 capacity on day 1. And then open our doors and just let it kind of, you know, work its own kinks out. So I'm hoping they, you know, put the stuff into the cells before they install the jail doors, but I already know that's not how it's going to go. We're going to hire another guard. And this guard's option, or this guard's setup is going to be here. Oh, we already have one set up there. Okay, that's fine. This door is going to be taken off, by the way. Every once in a while I have to kind of like set up our cell block so that it's still maximum or medium security only. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. Cells are being made. They're not quite, you know, decked out properly. Why are we making $755 now? Days without incident? I don't think so. I don't know why our finances all of a sudden just went way up. Oh, maybe, did we make a lot in exports today? We made $2,000 in exports yesterday. So I'm going to guess that that's probably just straight up logs. Oh, yeah, because we didn't make any license plates. So we probably just cut down our logs and gave them away. Which is not really, like, that financially prudent. We'd rather be making beds out of them. So we'll talk about maybe getting another workshop set up soon. So we have 10 prisoners arriving in an hour. Workmen, get these trucks out of here, man. We need our prisoners to actually be able to come in. Otherwise, they're all going to be ornery on day 1. Alright, so one thing we need soon is a security room. I'm not totally sure where we're going to put that yet, but that's okay. I think we got a pretty okay setup here. Again, as long as we keep having days without incident. Did I just... No, cancel. I didn't mean to click on that yet. Hygiene is the only concern that they really have. That's a good start. 1 minute. Alright. Let's start talking about these 10 new prisoners. Nothing special. Jeremy Dwayne. Jeremy hacked his way into his local bank and planted a computer virus that transferred ghost money into his accounts. He became a billionaire in a matter of weeks. Then he was the biologist, or the geologist from the movie Prometheus. Ex-stage manager Sarge was sent down after beating a mouthy actor to death with a comedy script. Finishing the job with a discarded prop of plastic chicken, Sarge has shown no remorse in her actions and has stood up for stage managers everywhere. You're a loose cannon, Sarge. You're volatile. That's why I'm putting you in maximum security. You're almost out of prison already. You're going to, like, get out tomorrow. Yeah, you just got in. You get out in 3 hours. Why even put you on the freaking bus? Christopher Scott. No reputation that we can see on Conan O'Brien there. 15 years for arson. 15 years for burglary. 14 years for carjacking. Okay, just one maximum security prisoner there. 8 more prisoners arriving tomorrow. We do need to get a security room set up and then start getting, like, security cameras and stuff like that. Otherwise, you know, what's the point? We could just expand it indefinitely here, but we should get a better security setup going. The suppression seems to be working out relatively well. The escapes are a bigger problem than riots now. And, you know, honestly, with escapes, I kind of feel like there's not a whole lot we can do about it except consistently search cells. I don't even know how, like, when we can search cell block. I was just trying to see, like, what this would allow us to do. It allows us to search an awful lot of space here. So this isn't a shakedown. It's kind of like a miniature shakedown here. They're going to be mad because they're unnecessarily searched. But let's just see how this works out for us anyway. Oh, that's not what I meant to click there. And we should go back up to speed 3. Speed 1, the frame rate's nice, but it's just a little too slow. Alright, so several prisoners have been released. Do we have a grade yet? No, 9 prisoners have been released. I guess we gotta wait for, like, these 2 to walk out. And then we'll be fine. Alright, making $1,500 a day. That's a pretty quick turnaround. I don't want to get, you know, too excited about that yet. Somebody should really take this guy to solitary. He's just kind of hanging out in the showers for hours and hours. Why does it take so long to search the cell blocks, though? Maybe because we have, it's only the guards in this area that can actually accomplish it. That's why it takes so long. That makes a lot of sense. So our trees are getting cut down, and these are probably just going to be sold for exports. Basically, we're just dedicating a portion of our prison to, like, being a lumber yard. But our workmen are the ones doing the labor, so I kind of feel like we're not getting a great deal here. Hopefully they start making beds soon, but I think in order for that to happen, we might need to make a second workshop. You guys are going to be fine. Don't worry about it. Workshop. 10 have passed our workshop safety induction, but I think we need a second, like, work program. Wonder if we could just set that up on our regime. Like, if I go to regime, and if they don't have any work to do, they'll just go to free time. So what if I put, like, an extra hour of work, like, here? Let's just do this to see if they start producing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just do this to see if they start producing license plates. And if they do, then maybe I'll work around the regime to give them more time to produce license plates. But for now, we should see a lot of exports coming out tomorrow, I think. So the cell block's been searched. That's good. We have 8 new prisoners coming tomorrow. We have 36 capacity, which means we have 29 spaces in our normal security zone here. I think we should expand again, honestly. I think we should just do, like, another 20 blocks here. This should not have a wall. Let's demolish that. And again, this is going to take forever and it's going to be expensive, but hey, the faster we get more prisoners, the faster we, presumably, make more money. So this foundation is going to stretch from... Well, we can just do planning again. I realize I'm probably getting a little too big for my britches here, planning a little too quickly, but that's okay. Maybe. So we'll stretch this out. And we want to have 1, 2, 3. Like this. That's good. And 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then we want our hallway like this. And we're pretty much just going to expand this out again. And get rid of our planning here. And then we'll just use the clone tool. I hope we can just clone it all at once instead of doing it individually, but we'll see. Alrighty. These doors are making me a little TO'd, but that's okay. We got space over here. We might as well use it. And this will take us over 100 capacity, which does give us like an instant grant for like 20,000, I think. Doesn't necessarily pay for itself, but it helps. That gives us 30, actually, if we just get it all complete at once. And it'll take forever here, but that's okay. We'll get a staff door installed here and here, just to make sure that they can accomplish this quickly. And let's just make sure my deployment's fine again. Yeah, this is proper. Except you should be that, and you should be staff only. Storage, I don't know if you should be staff only. Classroom, I'm going to say you stay as medium security only. Psychologist's office, medium security only. I don't want maximum security getting in there with a psychologist. Yeah, this looks mostly decked out properly. Everything else should obviously be staff only. Like, you shouldn't be able to just walk outside, but I think we've already got that pretty much set up. And how is our electricity doing? Totally fine. Yeah, I'm glad I built max capacitors early. That's one of the luxuries that you get, I guess, from being in a situation where you start with like $300,000 or 270, I think is what I started with. All right, our workmen are a little busy here chopping down trees, which I don't mind because it means that we get more exports. I can't see how much money we made yesterday. Oh, it goes down because those were exports that were allowing us to make so much money on a regular basis. So that's going to fluctuate day to day here. And I know what my problem is with finances. I have way too much staff. Which is why I'm trying to expand my prison a little bit here. Now, it doesn't really help if I expand my prison and then I assign 2 more guards every time. But I think it's okay for now. And we're still doing well financially. I'm about 100 grand down from where I started. But if I sold my prison, I think it's 400 still. 410, I'd be up 140,000. So I would have made 140,000 total. You don't even worry about the math. Just we started with 270, we could get 410 for it right now. That's not bad for, 3 hours work or something. Yeah, 4 hours work. Okay. I would love if our workmen could just get started on the whole, this wing thing. This is an important part of my plan, is to keep expanding here. Our common room, I think, is big enough, but we can always, as we expand, bust down this wall and expand it. Our shower block, I don't think we're going to need to touch that, maybe ever. There's like 100 shower handles, or shower heads in there alone. We can even put them, like, on the ground if we wanted to, but I don't think there's any open space for them. Workmen still doing some nighttime gardening here. Looks like there's some rubble they have to take away. Well, it's going to take forever to get this done. That's fine, though. Once we kind of get our clone tool up, we can set it and forget it. We've got 8 more prisoners coming in soon. Don't worry about that. Kate's playing The Binding of Isaac. It's a pretty scary game. Not sure if you've heard of it. They're arriving in like 15 minutes, so I would love for these trucks to get out of the way. And it looks like it's going to be pretty much perfect timing for when they arrive. All right. Caesar Wojcik, one of the most respected contract hackers. Caesar is a hyper-intelligent criminal mastermind. He's the kind of person that would never be caught if he hadn't intended it. His plans and reasons for being caught remain a mystery. This guy's fearless. Interesting to note. Strong. Interesting to note. Excuse me? Snugget the Menace Ginspaw. The Menace was found guilty of 12 counts of unnecessary denozos, 30 counts of detonating molehills, and 1 count of relieving himself on Disney's Splash Mountain. He has been classified by the United States Department of Defense as a threat to global security. Interesting. Mike Too Much Swag Fins grew up near Chicago and always wanted to be a gangster, so he decided to go out and sag his parents. He then got arrested for having too much capital S swag. Cameron Shrimp Shyam. Cameron was always called mean names by bullies. After he was called shrimp, he was fed up. He shot every last bully who called him a mean name about his height. Alright, well, everyone seems... nobody seems like maximum security prison worthy. Benjamin Swifty Coley, a skinny little bespectacled guy. Alright. You guys all seem medium security to me, which is a compliment. I don't mean that as an insult. My prison... Oh, man. Bad security, bad health. Okay. That sucks. But we're making money. And again, we have like 8. Oh, we have 9. So 7 of our capacity left. is going to be maximum security. So that means 75. Like we have like 21 normal security capacity left. Now the real question here is going to be whether or not our prison is set up in such a way that, excuse me. Yes, I was going to say, please fill in before prisoners can just walk through this staff door. Anyway, let's just get our clone tool out. I forgot what I was talking about earlier. So we're not going to take the right wall. We had the same clone tool already activated. This is going to be rapid expansion, but it might be a very good thing. And if we could get this done early, we'll already be at like a higher capacity than we reached in all of my last prison, and this has been a lot less time, I think. Now, I should have taken the opportunity to install piping beforehand, but, you know, they'll figure it out. So, utilities, large pipe. Every time I say it, I do giggle a little bit. I'm going to do it like that, like that. Alright, so in a couple of days, that should be another 20 prisoner capacity in normal security, which is what we need. We may need to expand our maximum security wing soon, but for now it's going pretty well. And did we produce license plates? I guess we'll have to wait and see if that works out today. Also, if we could, like, manually sell all of these logs, that would be sweet. We can't see always, but that's okay, I guess. Could we see if we had a security camera in here? That's what I'm wondering. And we're probably due for another shakedown fairly shortly. This is absurd. Why don't you just sell them to begin with? It's probably more efficient to keep them around for beds. But, like, look at how quickly our workshop gets full of this nonsense. We can make a decent amount of money in the process here. I mean, each one sells for 150. And it sells instantly. Wish you could just, like, set logs to sell. I don't want to manually click on each one of these. Are they just going to take them from the storage area and redeposit them here? Oh my god. Alright, well, I'll do this in the meantime. How's your day going, guys? Pretty good, mine too. We are down on capital. But the hope is that by having more days go by without incident, we put ourselves in a situation where that doesn't really matter that much. And, yeah, I mean, the more money we make on a daily basis... The idea is that eventually, I guess, you'd reach a point at which you were just in equilibrium and you would just let your prison run and get free money from it. But we're constantly worried about expansion here. So I think we're always trending downwards as far as finances go. This is actually ridiculous. Luckily, trees are just saplings right now, so I don't think they're going to get cut down anytime soon. Alright, so when is our next work period? I'll keep doing this, but I just want to see on our regime... Next work period is 7 p.m., so we'll keep an eye out for that. I want to see if people go back into our workshop, and if they do go back into our workshop, I want to see if they actually manage to produce some license plates. Because if they do produce some license plates, I would be a very happy camper. I'm also watching our cells, like our capacity, just to see if there's enough, yeah, that's fine. Just to see if there's enough capacity for us to take that grant, and then just run with it, basically. Because we'll just get free money from it. It's not free money. I mean, we spent like 30 grand getting that foundation set up and all the cells outfitted, but still. And I'm liking the fact that I can just sit here and click on this stuff, and we have not run into an exceptional amount of trouble over here. It is taking forever for these to all get installed, but that's okay. We're going to need to install more electricity, too. Let's give our workmen even more to do. These guys are probably like, Jesus Christ, you know... I'm just here to do repairs. I'm not here to actually construct an entire prison. Like, what do you think my job is, good sir? Well, your job, for now, is whatever the fuck I say your job is. Alright? Don't you forget it. Now, I don't know... I think each tree costs us, like, 400, but it gives us, like... No, it has to give us more than $400 worth of logs. Otherwise... How would the virtual logging industry even exist? We're so close to actually having this cleared out. I'm very excited. I hope you've enjoyed, you know, the last 8 minutes of me just clicking sell object on these logs. I think this is something that they need to add in like a click and drag tool for, in my opinion. It's just like, hey, get this crap out of here. So we just bought sheet metal. Buying sheet metal to me means that we're going to be producing license plates. But I guess we didn't today. Because it's past 7 p.m. and nobody did anything. Do we have more cells coming up? They're so close, sort of, to being done. If they could just be finished before we had more prisoners arrive, I would be super thankful. But I think we're actually just going to let, you know, time tick by here. We could end the episode. We're getting pretty close to my normal cutoff time here, but at least from what I can tell. But I think this is fine to just let it keep going, let our workmen keep doing their job. You know, they got stuff to do. I don't really mind. And it looks like we've got some toilets back there that they can install. Is our yard going to be big enough for the amount of prisoners we're going to have? I think the answer to that question is mostly yes. Do we have enough enough dogs? That's a question that I honestly don't know the answer to. But I hope that the answer would be yes. Because I hope that there's not drugs getting into our prison. Oh, you know what? I've got an idea. In our kennel here, let's hire another dog handler, even though it's expensive. And let's set a patrol inside of our visitation room. Yeah. Please don't bring drugs into our visitation room. We have a dog here. I thought we had a guard stationed there as well. We should, but he's outside right now because there's no visitors. That makes sense, I guess. But yeah, by doing this, hopefully we can keep our, you know, prisoners' families from bringing them in drugs. The metal detector does not catch them. Only dogs catch them. It's like that Kid Rock song, Only Dog Knows Why. I might be, you know, dyslexic of hearing. We're up to 90 cell capacity. New prisoners arriving in 2 hours. Yesterday was incident-free. How sweet is that? How long has it been since we've had an escape or a death? That's finance. 4.7 days. That is sweet. I think this prison is kind of starting to run as a well-oiled machine. I hope. Big shower room, big canteen, big Shiny Tunes 6. Those are the ingredients that you need for a functional prison. We might as well take the grant for get to 100 prisoner capacity, I should say, because we're gonna do it like right now. Free money, basically. Once these pipes actually get installed and the walls go up, that'll be an extra free 30 grand, basically, that we picked up. All right, 8 new prisoners arriving now. I thought your rap sheet was so long, I thought you had an actual bio. John Ironbeard Johnson, or Johnson. John was the proud father of 3 children. One day he stopped cutting his beard and let it grow. The day that he could tuck it into his pants, his children and wife started laughing at him. He got so angry that he suffocated them all with his beard. John Johnson, star of Miami Vice. Nobody with special bios here, and definitely, you know, nobody that needs to be put in maximum security here. Please, workmen, allow the trucks to come in. Don't we have one more? It's only 7 right there. Oh, here we go. Jacob the Beard Gregory. Jacob for years to grow his beard just so he could brag to all his friends. But on the day he finally achieved beard status, all of his friends grew one the day before. Which is why he proceeded to kill them with a barber's knife before shaving them. Very beard-focused day in our prison today. But no prisoners that need to go to maximum security. Which means that somebody down at the Department of Justice is doing their job today. Finally. And we can pretty much keep letting prisoners come in on a daily basis unless we start having riots. If we start having riots, then we have to look at our, you know, supply and demand and figure out how this is going down. Make sure that everybody's in an okay position. But it seems like this prison is pretty much working as intended right now. Let's take this opportunity to say, hey, you know, we didn't expand our prison in a way that I love, but there should be paving stone here. Yeah. Just because it makes it look a little nicer. Get some paving stone. Paving stone's a little expensive. That's how you know I respect you guys. Have some paving stone. Paving stone looks like trash as well. But it does look a little nicer than just walking on dirt. I'm walking on sunshine. Not really. I'm just, like, I want to finish this, but I'm waiting for these cells to get done. And we need, like, one more. Which basically means just build this freaking wall here. You can install the electrical cable there, I guarantee it. There we go, grant completion. I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.